In World of Tanks, we all know that there's something called side scraping. Part of it is that your tracks absorb damage from a shot, and the other part is if you are at a 70-degree angle, depending on the type of shell that is being fired at you and the caliber of the gun, the round will not penetrate and it will ricochet. And for most rounds, AP and APCR, that angle is 70 degrees, and for heat rounds, it's 80 degrees. So what I did was I took a few sample tanks. One is the IS-6 style tank, the other one is a Sherman style tank, and the other one is the rear mounted VK. And I checked to see what the angle would be to be 70 degrees, which means that if this tank had its gun pointed at the enemy vehicle and the enemy vehicle was pointing its gun back at this tank as a rough estimate, where would the gun have to be in order to get a 70-degree angle? And that would be halfway over the track for the IS-6 style tank. For the Sherman style tank, it's also somewhat in a similar position, approximately halfway over the track. So if you are, again, auto aiming the enemy tank or you're pointing your gun towards the enemy gun and you want to know how you get a 70-degree angle, how he sees a 70-degree angle shooting back at you, you would put your gun over the track. If you go further, then you are below 70 degrees, which means that the automatic ricochet no longer applies. So you have to be halfway over the track or towards the center, basically between halfway over one track and halfway over the other track. With a rear-mounted turret such as a VK, you can go outside the track and still be at the 70-degree or greater angle. And obviously for 80 degrees, it would probably be a little bit different, it would be a little bit inside the track. You can look here and see at an 80-degree angle, you do have to be within the track on the Sherman, and at an 80-degree angle for an IS-6 style tank, you also have to be within the track. So as a general rule, if you're out in the open or if you're testing side scraping and you don't have spaced armor on the side of your vehicle and you don't know what angle to use, auto aim the enemy tank or otherwise point your gun towards the enemy tank and keep it halfway over the track or on the inside over the hull. With most tanks and with rear mounted tanks, don't go more than a little bit beyond the corner of your tank. If you follow this rule, you should have that 70-degree automatic ricochet whenever you are angling against enemy tanks. Okay, if you have any questions or comments, please post below.